Okay, good morning, my students. I am missing you a lot, so much. But what else to do? We have to stay at home. So today we are going to start our first lesson, or we are going to continue our lessons that we have started last time. And the lesson of today is about unit number 4. It's about Eureka. You remember it, I think. All right. So we are going to start with reading in the anticipate. If you look at page 110, the question is, look at the picture number 1 and answer the questions below using the words in the box. So, if you take the book, there is a blue box here in which there are some words that you are going to use in order to answer the questions. Right? Okay. So, the question number 1 is, where do you think the women are? The question number 2 is, what are they doing? The question number 3 is, what are they using for washing clothes? And the question number 4 is, what are they doing it for? The question number 5 is, do you think it is the right way of doing it? Why? Just to give you a brief time in order to think about the questions, then after we are going to answer. Okay? Thank you very much. So, the question number 1 was, where do you think the women are? Where do you think the women are? The answer is, the women are in the countryside. Okay? Is the answer B, because you have 2 possibilities. Right. Let's move on to the second one. The question it was, what are they doing? What are they doing? The answer is, they are washing clothes. It's the answer C, because you have to choose between 3 possibilities. Let's move now to the question number 3. What are they using for washing clothes? The answer here is, they are using washboard and a brush. Here also you have to choose between 3 possibilities. Let's move now to the question number 4. The question was, what are they doing it for? The answer is, they are doing it for removing the dirt from the clothes. Here also you have to choose between 3 possibilities, and the answer it is B. Let's move now to the question number E, which is the last one. Do you think it's the right way of doing it? Why? No, it isn't. Why? The washboard and the brush use up the clothes. What does it mean to use up? To use up, it means to damage. So the clothes, they can be damaged because of using the washboard and the brush. Alright. So this is about the question number 1 and the key answers. Let's move now to the question number 2. It is written, look at the pictures on page 111 and answer the following questions. So, the questions is on page 111. The question is on page 111, okay? And answer the following questions. So, let's see now the questions. On page 111, we have 2 pictures. 2. Picture number 1, picture number 2. The question number 1 is, what does the object in picture number 1 represent? The picture number 2, what does the object in picture number 2 represent? So you have to choose between 2 answers. You have to choose between 2 answers. right? Now, the answer, the picture number 1 represents a washing machine powered by hand or a manual washing machine. And the picture number 2, it shows an electric washing machine. They are shown, of course, on page 111. So, this it was about to anticipate. Let's move now to text, which is written on page 172, that normally we should have done it as a listening exercise, but of course it's impossible to do it as a listening exercise, so we are going to do it as a reading exercise. So let's read the text first, then after we try to give you the questions, and you try to answer them, okay? So now read the following text and answer the questions. Thanks to technology, there are many labor-saving devices in the modern home today. People have invented them to save time and effort. But these labor-saving devices have not come out of the blue. As the saying goes, necessity is the mother of invention. For example, in the old days, people had to keep clean, and they did so by washing their clothes by hand in rivers or streams. Sometimes they used the washboard on which they moved the clothes up and down, and sometimes they used a small rock or a clothes beater to beat the clothes. This is how they used to do so as to remove the dirt from their clothes. This is how they used to do so as to remove the dirt from their clothes. However, this solution had some drawbacks. First, it took a long time. Then, it was so hard. Next, clothes didn't last for a long time. As a result, a device had to be invented to save time, labor, and clothes. In 1851, James King invented a washing machine powered by hand. Yet, the work was still hard. So, in 1909, a US company invented the first electric washing machine. And today, this device is existing in almost every home. Okay, so let's move now to the reading comprehension. And just before moving to the reading comprehension, if you want to check the text, it is found, of course, on page 172 at the end of the book. Okay? So, reading comprehension. Question number 1. Are there any sentences which express the consequence in the second paragraph? The consequence. If you remember, we have done the sentences which express the consequence. Can you remember me about the words that we use in order to express the consequence? Number 1, so. Number 2, consequently. Number 3, therefore. Number 4, as a consequence. And number 5, as a result. So if you look at the sentence, in the second paragraph, if you look at the second paragraph, you are going to find that there is a sentence which is written by using the joining word as a result. So, of course, the answer is yes, there is one. As a result, of course. Now, the question number 2 is, are there any verbs of frequency in the first paragraph? You remember, I think, the verbs of frequency that we have done at the beginning of the year. Of course. So, just in order to remember you, always, usually, often, seldom, a lot of verbs of frequency that we have seen at the beginning of the year. So we are going to see. So the answer is yes, there is one. It is sometimes which is used 2 times in the text. Let's check. in the text. Right. So can you see here as a result about the consequence? Right? Let's see now the second answer. Sometimes it's written in the paragraph number 1. All right. Right, let's move now to the sentences, or to the question, sorry. Are these statements true or false? We have just to write T or F. Question number 1, technology was helpful to our homes. Is it true or false according to the text? What do you think? Without reading the text, we can answer this question. So it is true. Question number 2, sorry. Washing clothes in the past. Question number 2. Washing clothes in the past did not take a long time. What do you think? Is it true or false? We are going to check. So it is false. Question number C. James King was the first who invented an electric washing machine. Do you think that James King was the first who invented an electric washing machine? No, it is false. Why? Because the electric washing machine, it was invented by a US company. James King, he invented the first washing machine, but it was powered by hand. Right, let's move now to the questions. Okay, let's move now to the question number 4. Answer the questions according to the text. Let's see the questions. Question number 1. What were the main drawbacks of washing clothes in the past? The drawbacks. There were 3. Washing clothes in the past used to take a long time. This is number 1. Effort. Number 2. And clothes were used up. And we have said that used up, it means damaged. Question number 2. Did the washing machine invented by James King solve the problem of hard work? When James King invented in 1851, when he invented this washing machine, did he save the hard work? No, he didn't. Because it was still very hard to work with it. Why? Because it was powered by hand. Question number 3. Who invented the first electric washing machine? And when? Is it James King? No. It was a US company. When? It was in 1909. Right. So this is about answering the questions according to the text. Now, in which paragraph is it mentioned the drawbacks of washing clothes by hand? We have 3 paragraphs. Paragraph number 1, 2, and 3. So is it in paragraph number 1 or 2 or 3? So it was in the first paragraph. Question number 2. What or who do the underlined words refer to in the text? Sorry, question number 6. Now we have 2 words. The first one it is them, and the second one it is it. We are going to see what does them replace and what does it replace. So let's return to the text. Number 1, we have them. In the paragraph number 1, in the second line. Thanks to technology, there are many labor-saving devices in the modern home today. People have invented them. Them here, it is replacing many labor-saving devices. Let's see the second word. The second word, it is in paragraph number 2. It's. Let's read the sentence at the beginning. However, this This solution had some drawbacks. First, it took. Drawbacks? No. This is singular, and drawbacks, it is plural. So, it is replacing solution. It is replacing solution. Alright, let's continue. Alright, now my kids, I'm going to give you a homework. The homework, it is written. Now read the text again and complete the column B of the table. The exercise is on page 111. There is a table. I'm going to show you the table. This is the table, okay? You have just to complete here the gaps. Try to reread the text or to read again the text. You try to see column A, what we have. In column A we have introduction, the importance of home labor saving devices. Problem is not completed. Number 2, original solution. We have some gaps, but we have one example which is washboard. Number 3, problems with the solution. What are the problems with the solution that we have encountered after? Number 5, invention. Who? It was John Skin. What? A washing machine. And when? It was in 1851. Number 6, problems. What are the problems? Number 7, innovation in 1908. And the last one, conclusion. Almost every home, and you complete the sentence. Right. Thank you very much. We have finished today. You don't know how I am missing you, really. Just the last advice that I'm going to give to you, please stay at home. Stay at home. See you later. Bye-bye.